Most of us know the importance of having our presence in LinkedIn, right? A professional networking platform. So I'm going to talk about how to build your personal brand or a company brand on LinkedIn and generate leads out of it, right? If you're serious about using LinkedIn for a business purpose, this video will help you out. Or if you want to just post some random content and think of LinkedIn as an entertainment platform, this video might not be so helpful for you. But I'll tell you, if you're a consultant like me, if you're running a consulting firm or a digital marketing firm or any B2B marketing company or even consumer marketing company, this strategy which I'm going to share will help you, right? Number one, you need to keep three things in mind when you want to build the right kind of personal brand or company brand on LinkedIn, which will generate relevant connections, relevant engagements, sometimes will help you to crack deals, speaking engagements. In my case, it has helped me to get all these things. Number one thing which you need to keep in mind is you need to have a niche positioning and targeting, right? I'll explain this through my own example, right? I am a marketing strategy consultant, right? My positioning is I have this very clear idea of positioning and targeting. I mean, I position myself as a marketing strategy consultant who help companies and individuals grow their revenues, build powerful brands. This is my core value proposition and my core positioning, right? So, and my target audience are CEOs of even big companies and mid-segment companies. I also work with startup founders, and then I also engage with companies on their keynote sessions and training sessions. This is what I do, but everything boils down to this core positioning of a marketing strategy consultant and strategist, right? That's my positioning and targeting. The reason why you need to be very clear of this is because when you're very clear, the next step happens as a byproduct, right? Naturally, you create relevant content around this. So you don't do things or spend time randomly creating multiple stuff related to a lot of industries. I don't do that usually because my intention is very clear. I mean, my positioning is very, very clear, and I don't want to confuse my audience by talking about a lot of things. Yes, I talk about marketing, strategy, innovation, consumer behavior, trends, sometimes hardly 10%, 15% about philosophy, motivation, but everything boils down to this when I talk about content. If you have alignment between these, what happens is this happens naturally, right? You tend to attract relevant audience. See, for me personally, I don't chase follower count. I need relevant followers. I need relevant people to follow me. I want my ideal clients to see my content, right? What happens is the beauty of algorithm is if you have a strong positioning and targeting, and if you create content relevant to your positioning, for example, in my case, marketing, branding, strategy, and innovation, and you use proper tagging, you tend to attract the audience naturally, right? The fans of marketing, people who look for content and look for solution around marketing and marketing strategy and consulting, they come to you naturally, right? This happens because of the advantage which you have as an algorithm, because the algorithm promotes, or even people, when someone likes a marketing post, your post tend to go on that stream, right? Entire marketing, advertising, and all those stream. It happens in every single field. I'm just giving marketing strategy as an example. If you're a B2B marketer, you just find out your niche positioning, targeting, and some kind of insight about the pain points of your audience so that you can create relevant content and attract the right audience. So what happens next is these people will come and check your LinkedIn profile, right? Your LinkedIn profile, if you have your profiling done based on your niche positioning and targeting, what do? Your clear offering with some client testimonials, with some social proof about your what you have done. If you have some media appearances, if you mention everything in your LinkedIn profile, so all these people, I mean, if they come across your positioning, targeting, and if they value, if they have right perception around you by seeing your content, these audience will visit your LinkedIn profile. The count may be very less, but when they do it, you get actual highly engaged audience in the form of connections. They write to you saying that I follow your post, you're adding great value to me, I want to connect with you. That's the indicator that you're providing high level of value through your content. But people talk about this quite often, right? You give more value to your audience. That's very generic. You need to give value to your audience based on your positioning, and in your LinkedIn profile, your offer should be very, very clear. In that case, what happens is your follower count may not be high, right? One mistake which all of us do is when we scroll social media, we get caught up with a lot of other likes and followers of which we see in other posts, and we tend to copy those posts by putting up some videos and all those random stuff, right? It fades away our uniqueness and differentiation. You need to stick with your positioning. Your content should flow out of your positioning and targeting. High value content, right? I'm talking about this. You can even reduce the frequency of your posts. Most people I've seen, they create 4 or 5 posts in a day, but the value, the perception which that post carries are of very less, right? You could even create one single post every single day, or if you have no bandwidth for content creation, you can even do it alternatively. But ensure that the content is highly relevant, and it's not like commoditized content where you take some quote on from social media or from websites and place it here, right? Talk about your point of view about your industry. Talk about your experience about the industry. Help people have the right point of view, right perception on certain things, right? That will give you the right kind of positioning. Positioning is very, very important. If you keep positioning in mind and create content around it, you will get relevant connections, engagements, leads, sometimes speaking engagements, and other even PR assignments. You will attract all these things through LinkedIn.